Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing Progressive Capitals on the Europe Advanced map. We're playing as a green player out of the first position. And as alluring as it is, I have got the double bonus 1 point hold here. I also have a 1 point hold over Orient. Don't know that I'm able to capture either of them early. This is, I think, more of an unknown than this over here. So I think I'm going to go Orient. Not something I normally do. However, I'm feeling ambitious today. Normally, Gascony looks nice, but to be honest, I'm confident somebody will cap either Andalusia or Rabat over here. So not crazy about either of those options. Black Ops to go in the middle, smart cap for him. And we're off. Playing Meta Monday here. Blue goes over in this spot. I mean, all of this would have been a headache. Even if I go here, blue might still go on one of these two spots. Bro. Really? I mean, this is a doggy doo-doo capital. This one is just screaming at red's name. This over here is pretty good. I'm not even in a position to take much of this. I think I go boom, 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 and don't worry about taking the bonus, but like just trying to establish positioning here. I'll leave this as a 7. Take a little bit of space. We're going to roll out this over here. We do find white. See, as exactly as expected. I'm going to slow roll. I need to try to get as many troops as possible. So I'm going to slow roll my 2s out. I don't normally do this. Wow, bad. I don't normally do this early, but terrible dice. Trying to establish this take first. Black should knock red out of here. He might even come off of this too, which I guess is probably worse for me. Comes down, boom, boom. He may very well play bad neighbor with me. I'm not anticipating him being a good neighbor. Let's just go back to cap. All right, that to me, that from an anticipation standpoint, that feels like a good neighbor play. I think 7 on cap is enough to survive, 13, 12, 11 minimum here. Although we're going to be, this is why I wanted to roll out extra territories. Bad dice. Bad dice could, yeah, no, he still wins this. So I'm looking at everybody. Red's cap, awful. White's cap, awful. Blue and black both have good capitals. I need red to not realize I'm in here, I think is the biggest thing. Like, go down. Him going down would be great. I don't even know what white played for. White might have played for the split bonus down here. I didn't realize he went right after me. I think he did. Red flags. I think I need to knock. Red is still clearly on this cap here. We got to hope pink doesn't hit me, so we start with a couple extra troops. Black can probably take my capital. Pink starts with 8. Pink goes for Spain. We only start with 5. I can take everything back. I can take the capital. He's clearly off of it at this point. And it would be him on most of these territories. It's just a question of, did he knock white out of here? Did he fail that removal? Here's what we're going to do. Hit here. Is blue in here? Just gotta hope black plays nice. He shouldn't be able to win this unless he wraps around. And this may actually be good. White may still exist down here. Yeah, white still exists in here, so he potentially goes for the cap here. What a jerk. What a jerk. Oh, he had direct routing to it. Red had so many troops. I don't really know how he failed that. Black goes left. Does he roll Blue's cap? We won't know until we see Blue's turn. I doubt he takes a split Italy. Unless he had troops down here already. Let's see what Blue gets. Does Blue get bonus? He does. All right. So we need to figure out how to remove white. Like taking the capital and still holding it. I will get 11. No. 10. I will get 10 on this next turn. You just got to hope for a good enough roll. The problem, here's my issue. Blue's going to knock me out of here. And red might hit for too much in here. Actually, there is one solution here where I only get 9, but red places here. Because he cut right up through red and stole this from me, and he got annoyingly good dice. Only lost 2 on a 3 cap. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Ugh. Terrible. Because if pink tries to go for Scandi, like pink's up in this part of the board, he knocks me out of here, then we only get 9. We're not going to be able to take this. It breaks black for some reason. Pink gets 10. Yeah, he's got noob corner. Probably plays for Scandi off of that. Maybe we'll get 10. If I get 10, I'm rolling white here. Regardless. Because hopefully 11 on 5 is not 100% cap roll, but it's like decent odds. So we'll see what we get there. I mean, white has to know that this is war now. I'm trying to win this first. All right, that's good. So now I have my card. Now if he tries to retake here. Yeah, this is the play I expected. This is very good for me. Because as long as... If black removes red... White didn't place anything down here. I take full orient, hold double capital. Obviously my cap here is pretty undefended. But the hope here is that black removes the bot. From all bordering territories. Goes up. Doesn't break me. This could be good. Because I'm going to full clean back here. I'm only on 11, so we're only going to get 11 troops, but we will full clean. I'm not even going to worry about the red kill guard. Now, my cap will be locked. I think black is actually using that to his advantage. That's part of the reason why he's not breaking me. Meanwhile, blue is getting only 6. So I think the pink player actually chose to break blue. Red goes up here. Hopefully this targets me here. Doesn't come down. Perfect. Perfect. Because we're going to knock white out of here, right? We're not going to let white hold the split. I might even do this in a way where I go down into white first. I don't know how much he's got holding here. I'm going to want to hit him with as much as possible and then beeline back up. So I think we go... The path of least resistance is red. Whoever's here, this territory, split off 3 troops or 4 troops and then back up. So we'll start with 11 here. And I should be able to clean this. It's just whether or not black gets aggressive enough to come hit me, but then we'll have orient and we'll be off to a decent start. But by the way, I appreciate everybody's support on videos lately. If I don't respond to your comments right away, I apologize. I'm meaning to get to them. I just haven't had the opportunity yet. But don't fear. Got a split 6 here, apparently. And well, got a 10 cap. That's not terrible. Did he get this? He did not get this. So... Interesting. I don't think anybody's capped. This is bizarre to me because I don't think anybody is capped in front of white. I think pink is up here. So white actually was uncontested down here. He would have been capped behind me. I'm glad I didn't go over there. You know, red made a silly decision down here to try to knock white out of this spot. It didn't discover my cap. Probably would have tried to roll my cap. I'm not too upset with that. Maybe black's going for the red kill. I actually think that's probably not good or bad for him, actually, now that I think about it. And I wouldn't mind feeding red to, like, I saw red down in here, I think. I wouldn't actually mind feeding red to white or into white's region. Bot trades in, whatever. Blue still keeps getting broken, most likely again by pink. I wouldn't be surprised if pink capped right next to him. Our fortify comes off of this. If red trickles down towards me, I'll go hit it, but we're going to get quite a few troops on this next turn. We'll be able to stack, and I doubt black sets a card block on me early enough. Red was in here. I'm fine. I'm actually just fine feeding it to other parts of the board. That's the biggest thing, is like, it doesn't really matter as long as it's not up in my business. I didn't kill guard it. I could have kill guarded it. I don't actually think the kill guard is that valuable right now if I push the pressure on these players who haven't really done a whole lot. So if I go like 10 here, 10 on cap. Oh, shoot. Well played. I think he was going for red. And I intentionally didn't hit an extra territory because it's clear I was looking for red, right? So, and red is up there. So this is actually good. This double trades white. I would have been the first trade otherwise. This double sets him. He is now a card ahead of us. So we're trading in at least behind him. Not necessarily behind anybody else, but I think we gotta get rid of him up here. This looks like an effort to hold this position. Under no circumstances do we want white not completely buried, right? The longer we let him survive on the board, the worse it is for us. So we want to keep him completely buried. And I think it's fine picking a target, right? Like that's something that needs to happen. Is he going to take Eastern Europe? That's aggressive. No. Okay. So we hit white here, and then I'm going to trade in here. White not necessarily on a trade in. Oh, if blue ends up eliminating pink off of this play. No bonus for him. I think blue is cooked. I actually, unfortunately, think the blue player is probably pretty fried here. Pink trades early, which is a choice. Yeah, we really need to get white out of here. We desperately need to remove the white player from this upper position. My cap I feel safe with. We've also seen black fortify across, so his cap is not open to me. Does white see this stack? He does. I don't really care, though. I'm not letting him exist up here. There's no point in letting him exist up here. I need to pick a target. If I pick the guy who's super blocked in the bottom of the board, that's probably my best bet. And I'm intentionally not taking an extra bonus because I don't want black to be scared by me. I wanted to make it pretty clear that I was going for a player there. Black sees me knock white out of this position, sees me knock white here. Hopefully he understands the read on that. I do fear a little bit that he's open to either blue or pink and goes and messes these guys up. He does not trade off of blue, but he'll still be pretty strong off of that. Based off of his routing here, he's either going down into the depths to eliminate white, or he's aggressing blue here. The quantity of attacks points likely to a hit on white because it'll set him in. No, he actually goes for blue. Okay. Do I have a trade on 3? Because stealing one of these 2 capitals would be good. I do not have a trade on 3. Black does not set off of that. Pink almost certainly has, yeah, he's got all of this. Pink actually might have blue's capital. We didn't get a chance to see blue's generation. If he breaks me up here, there's kind of nothing he can do to stop me, so I think I want to come in with a ton of troops off of this spot here, see if I can steal a capital, and if I can't, bail. But Pink did take this. And I opened black up to that. So Pink is probably fried here. I don't know how you don't fortify this 10 to here with black on a set and holding multiple bonuses. Pink started with, yeah, so I had a feeling Pink had this cap. There's no reason to not be defending this, especially when you're as weak as Pink is. I don't have a trade on 4, so my only good luck here is if he comes and rolls my capital. It's possible that black just eliminates him right now. Maybe he's going down into the depths for white. White's cap is presumably defended now. Yeah, there that is. This might not be enough juice to roll him, though. Oh, wraparound. Wraparound alert. No. If Pink doesn't set here without a capital... No, Pink does still have a capital. Pink still has a capital. He must be up in Iceland. Interesting. Because this is, I mean, these are great caps by black. I'm going to have to take one of them at some point. I don't know how I go about doing that. We're just going to take Russia. And I'm going to leave this here. So I'm leaving this here because this is one of the routes that black may try to take to avoid me. And by doing this, you know, Pink steps out without a bonus or without a trade-in. We get to capitalize off of that and take the elimination. I don't know how you don't defend this capital, though. This one was so much better than whatever garbage he has in the back left. But I've taken Russia, right? I showed black that I just took Russia. At this point, I think you should be pretty afraid of me. I've been getting quite a few troops per turn. This goes left. All right, Pink could really open me up here. It'd be a 5-card set. I intentionally put these troops here to have some extra juice. It also potentially cuts Pink off from coming to break me. Now, black does let him hold here. I could see Pink trading early. He did it on blue earlier. He may be fearful for his own position. I don't necessarily see where these 10 troops come down. White still does not have this whole bonus down here, at least as of last turn. Pink does not step out. We'll get extra troops. This is fine. Honestly, like, I'm just going to take my card. I need to have off-cap troops at this point. Obviously, I want my capital defended, but I also want... I want a threat. I think that Pink may use this position to try to go aggress black. I could have probably just hit him. 60-something troops might have been enough, but I think his cap is well enough defended. I think he intentionally didn't defend this one very well because he was putting priority on the other one. Now, white does have this bonus down here. Pink broke black on that last turn in this bonus, I think. Oh boy. Do I have a trade on 3? No. This does open me. He's going to trust that I don't hit him here, which I think is fair. I don't plan on hitting him. Well, that's just dumb. Are you? Why would you continue committing to this? He's going to slam this. I don't know. I don't understand what Pink is doing right now. This is easily the most bizarre fight for Pink to pick. Slow rolling this? I mean, maybe you wanted this bonus and you're upset with me now. This is an incredibly silly play. I might as well just wipe him off the face of the earth now. I mean, that is mind-numbingly stupid. I have a trade on 4. So pink comes and tries to aggress me, burns all of his material, and then I just steal his capital. I have pathing through black to him anyway. I'm trying to play good neighbor with black. That was even if pink has a trade in here, you're cooked. Your set gets you an extra 40-something troops. His set gets him, I mean, maybe actually, you know what, he probably just dies. Black probably just kills him. If he wants to take... It's gonna break me in here too. Probably better to get the jump on that. Guess I gotta work with white. He's gonna try to card block me here. He's banking on... Wow. Alright. Alright, black. We don't have to be homies, bro. You can make that play. That's fine. If he gets lucky enough where pink has a trade on 3 here, I'm gonna have some upset feelings. He does not have a trade on 3. Puts 2 troops here. Continues moving. Breaks me. I mean, oh my God, what are you doing? Yeah, he's cooked. That's fine. Maybe he didn't want me to kill pink. We're going to kill pink. We're going to take the trade-in off of pink. Honestly, he hasn't traded in. What was his last trade for? 13. I don't know. 52 comes back to capital here. I left white alone intentionally here, in the hopes that he's annoyed with black. Okay. I mean, now we're getting into, like, just kind of blatant teaming aspects of this game, but he's left me open. I don't understand what the point of this is, because you're such an easy card block down here. Alright then, I guess. I tried to hit a bunch of black so white would work with me, and instead white's not happy that I knocked him out of here earlier, which is fair. Alright, like, I get why white wouldn't work with me. Black's just going to take, I guarantee you, he just takes 1 or 2 of these bonuses back. I mean, I'm not going to let you reblock me. So I'm not even going to take all of this. We're just going to sit here. Whatever. If white wants to hold that much board, I'm going to let him. I'm leaving my cap open for cards. I don't have a trade on 4, which is annoying. He trades on 3. Mind you, can very easily take any of these capitals here. Wow, this guy is genuinely terrible. This is so aggressive. for having a garbage hold over your position at the bottom of the board. And all he does is keep opening my caps up. This is honestly crazy. Like if I'm black and I'm seeing this, I don't know that I want him to play like this. I don't think white understands that at this point the bonuses don't matter. The open caps do. So if you want to hold this much material here, be my guest. It's not really about the size of the stack, right? Like if he wants to aggress me now with me on 5 cards, I will absolutely fully just... All right, wow. This is a kind of grudge I don't think I've ever seen before. This is a playing for second position if I've ever seen one. Okay, pal. The problem, and the worst part is black sees this, and black does nothing because black knows that white's just doing all of the dirty work for him. And the worst part is the moment I try to remove white, and block him down here, black is just going to block me. But this white player is actually so annoying that I don't even care. So screw it. Let's leave. I'm actually not going to show him how much I'm leaving here. Good riddance. 81 troops here. And the worst part is black probably blocks me, so I can't even do anything to this. That's fine. Loses 10. What a joke. Oh, he's actually letting me eliminate white. That's awesome of him. Now, I'm going to have garbage caps to do this, but... Good riddance. Black on 4 cards. This is the cap I should take. And I have enough to do it. Good dice. No. Win that back. Actually, I have a trade on the way. That's huge. Terrible dice on that. Nearly double loss. And here's this quick play. The whole point was, and he was going to check to see if I had troops on this cap. I knew he was going to do that, which is why I intentionally fortified to this. Because now I have the potential with a trade on 3 to actually hold multiple capitals here. If he doesn't fortify, if this never connects and he doesn't fortify here. Whoa, that's a bad play. I'm going to take, we're going to defend this and we're going to take this, and I'll leave like 18 here. This cap's the most important. I basically need him to play overly aggressive. This is winnable now. That was the whole thing, is I just needed to separate the two of them, because clearly they were working together. I'm not saying they were collaborating or teaming or anything of the sort in that regard, but I simply cannot let them play like that. This is interesting. This is, I don't understand going for this, because presumably the trade-in comes in. You've put the troops here because you're trying to take this whole position down here. But this position I don't care about because I know I can card block it. So if he pushes for this cap, I want him to push for this capital. If this is the capital bait that he goes for, that's great. Because now that I have Burgundy, Burgundy is the best position on the board. He's going to win here. It's going to break me there. He opts not to go for this, which is smart. That is the right choice. If he wins this, bad dice? Not bad dice. Not bad enough, at least. Knocks me out of there. I mean, the goal here is clearly a block. I think I just play for pressure. He could have a trade on 3 here. I'm just going to limit his bonuses and guard against a potential trade on 3. This needs to stay. These two territories I cannot hit until I absolutely need to. We're letting him hold this because I do want to block the central capital. This is a tough win. It's not super simple. It actually probably makes more sense to force him down into this position. He's not going to close off any of these troops until he needs to. It's the 3. That's... Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Nope. Not soon enough. This capital I fear that he is going to push towards, so... I don't think he can get both in the same go. I know I shouldn't close this one off, but... At this point, a fortified of this doesn't do anything for me anyway. So I should just hit as many territories as possible. Trade on 3? No. I think he's going to wait till he gets to 5 before he sets, which is probably good for me. He might even want to leave this open, or he's just going to use the 42 to hit there. He doesn't break me down here. I still think there's value in the extra bonuses. In a 1v1, I think there's value in the extra bonuses. When we both have open capitals like this, I fully think there is a value in the extra bonuses. So I know these are extra cards. He's on a trade. I don't actually want to open that. So if he falls, do I have a trade on 4? Yeah, I have the trade on 4. He trades. He slammed, trying to bait him to slam the 88 with his trade in. And then I set and either take the 42 or just steal it back if he gets bad dice. The trade's 95. It's a 95 trade in right now. He may come steal this. But I have pathing to leave my cap open and retake. This is just a break opportunity. We can set a block here. I no longer really care about this. If the 129 comes off cap, that is a pathway that is closed off. If he lets me hold this, this is great. He should break. Yeah, you don't not break there. But if you pause in this position, yeah, see, I don't like that very much. I don't think that that is a good choice. Because here's what I do. I just go a conservative amount. He could have a set here. I don't want to trade. I don't want to trade prematurely. We bolster this position because if he has a set on 3, he sacks into me. He's still getting 17. So the whole idea, clear him out of this. Force him to break in the other spot. Yeah, so he's not even going to go for the right side. This doesn't do it. You've limited me some troops here, but I don't think you've limited me enough. Black was clearly, by the way, clearly the best player in this lobby relative to my other 4 opponents. I'm now on 5 cards. So what I'm going to do, I'm getting, this is a preparation play, by the way. I think this guy, I'm actually a little bit convinced that this guy thinks I don't understand what card blocks are. So we are getting prepped. To block him. Because he's leaving his caps open, which is smart. That's what you should do. Now we've picked up the +6 over here and the +4 over here at a loss of the +8 and +7 over there. So our value is a little bit lower. But the more spots I hit, the more I force him off into these positions. I'm not going to... He's simply letting me get too many troops right now. I think that's the biggest thing. Do want a little bit of cap defense here. I still have cards in several of these spots. I'm on 4. I don't actually have a trade on 4, but obviously I still have valid cards here. You know, maybe off your trade and you go for this position. Just simply to force me to not hold his man. That's what he does. So I don't have that trade in. He's going to beeline right for this capital. I'm going to bank on him not having a set on 3. We'll retake this on the next turn. He's getting really good cap rolls that I'm just simply not afforded the same luck. Ooh. I don't love him going for this. I leave this line open. I still get 45. We're just going to leave this line open. He doesn't have the whole bonus down here. Or you know what? I can just trade in. And take it back. Just prepping for these positions. He's not going to hit this. He just burned his entire trade in there. Worst case, this is a card block. Best case, I give myself extra cards in here after stealing the capital. So sacrifice the additional bonus just to take him out of here. If this goes here, it's 1 extra spot I get to block. This is the issue, is I'm getting double the amount of troops per turn compared to him. Although I guess I still need him to hit here, so it doesn't really matter if I hold on him like that. I don't think he has enough. I'm going to leave 24 here. This I don't think gets hit, so. And like this is what bugs me is he's hitting 20 caps, he's losing 27. I'm hitting 72 caps, I'm losing 120. It's not that I don't think I should lose this amount. I do think I should lose this amount. It's that he should be losing more. That's really the big one. He's going to come break me in Russia. I need to reestablish my capitals because he made a good play there coming and rolling this. I mean, he got great dice on it, which is part of the irritation, right? And the trades are now like 110, so he can almost freely roll this. He is on a set here. Just, I don't want him to have extra territories. That's kind of the biggest thing. Because he's on a trade, I'm going to back up and defend the cap. He can break. I don't care. I basically need to hit cadence where he doesn't have a set on 3, and I force him to take a cap card, which he's close to taking cap cards. He's very, very close to taking cap cards. He's essentially... Yeah, see, this is what... I could trade early and thwart these attempts. These likely roll back to here. I just don't think that's worth it. If it all comes back to cap, that play is just not worth it. You've burned through a position. I now solidify this, and we just go full breaker mode over here. Right? Like... Bring these back to cap in case he tries to, like, pull some fast one and double tap me. I'm fine if he comes in here. He's getting 19. So 19 is the number we have to stop. Oh, right, because I'm letting him hold these extra territories down here. That's really the big thing. And he keeps coming back to cap. So we have defense here. I'm going to go... We're going to go 25 on each of these spots. I have a fortify line. I want to force him to hit all of these territories here. This I'm not... We'll give it an extra 10, I guess. I will be taking my cards there, but not yet. Defense. Because he's... So, by the way, he's prioritizing this capital because this is the one open to my capital. Actually, they're both open to my capital. I don't understand this. I actually think this is a bad play. I think he has way too much attributed up here and not enough down here. Now, he's on a set. This is going to get him extra troops on this next turn, so I don't actually want that. It does close a cap card off. I get 53 troops. Here's what we're going to do. And the problem for him is that... see, I don't have a trade on 4 again. That's brutal. He'll probably have a turn here where he holds a bit more than we want him to. But I intentionally undercut this because I don't want him getting enough troops to break my block. I want to put just enough that I have to put there. He might even think that it's profitable to come for the 110 here off of this. Set in, wrap around. But you're going to hit at least 225s trying to do that. And he goes up top. I don't have a trade in to stop this, so... I feel pretty confident in our ability to win this. We're at 636 troops. He's at a little under 500. I think he nests... Does this not come back? 49. What was our last hit at? All right, that is all of his troops. So I don't understand that play at all. Because I can just fortify to that spot off my capital. This should force a cap card take. I'm going to just put this here. Or I guess it forces Marseille first. The problem is he's not improving his... All of these plays that he's doing, none of them are improving his position at all. Like, all right, cool. Now my cap is fully open to you. It was already fully open to you. And I don't need to take any more cards unnecessarily. So this is a cap. I want to leave this open longer. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to bolster just because it's extra stuff you got to hit. Bolster. 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 And so if we see the trade on 4, this is the part where he's like kind of in trouble. If you go out here, I wouldn't go out. Yeah, he's going down because he wants to keep this line open as long as he can. I have a trade on 3. This cap has so many open avenues. This is the spot that's actually easier for him to break, so I probably shouldn't keep taking cards here, but... I want to see him push for this, because if he pushes for this, I can come off my cap and go hit it. Like, he may just come hit and check, because he knows he's closing this line off, and then we forced a cap roll. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that for him at all. But he's busting the 30s. That's a choice. And to go up. You're going to hit both the 45s or come back down? Comes back down. This is a choice. This is certainly a choice. Now he opens me. He's closed this line fully off. I'm still going to get a ton of troops. Remains open to me. I have a bunch of cards after. So I think an early trade in to reset the block and force him to take his last 2 cards is probably better for me. And I'm just prepping these as bigger positions. I'll mess that up a little bit. I'm not gonna hold up that extra spot. I messed up. I meant to. I just didn't split. I meant to split. I didn't split. Oh well. I needed to come back and defend. If I don't come back and defend, he comes and takes the cap. I was just toying with him for an extra turn, apparently. Not intentional, that's for sure. Trade in now, he comes and hits this. Do I have a set on 3? No. But you likely still lose a lot. You're hitting at least a 45. And then on top of that, the whole capital for 200. You're getting 18. You now have 2 open spots. And again, this he should take this card over here. Yeah. So he gets extra troops now. That is the right choice, is taking that. Because now you can come hit me. Trade-ins are how high? 140. I'll start taking these cards down here, but not yet. Or you know what? Maybe I should, right? Because I can't box him off of this position yet. Oh, I guess I can come down. I'm not actually going to leave anything here because he's on 5 cards. There's no point. He's going to hit through whatever he wants to hit through anyway. And then you might be wondering, Simone, why aren't you taking these cards yet? I don't want him to use this position to either hide troops or trade in, and then I end up getting bonked. And if all he does here... Yeah, see, what is the point in that? I won't actually see the fortify line. Oh, bad dice. Bad dice. Both of those were bad dice, which is good. Attacker's advantage. I think he's just going to do what he did before, though. He just comes back to cap in main. Good to know. I'm getting a jump on this. What he has done is given me a whole bunch of fresh and fun cards here. So if he doesn't have a trade on 3, he's kind of out of luck. I've intentionally added a little bit of defense to this. He is now forced to take his last cap card. I probably should have saved the trade in, but I've got 570 on cap. He has more troops on cap, but I've got a bunch roaming around. Like he's got what, 300 here. He's got 720. We're about 400 troops stronger than him. Oh no, actually, sorry, I have 520 plus an additional 124. So really, we're at like 570 plus 120. We're at like 700. And this is what I anticipated, was him coming and checking this and being disappointed. That should be the game. Although he does likely have a trade in here. So and he is going to get extra troops on this turn. We take back. We reset our block. I don't have a trade on 3, but he's now forced to break the block again. I've got these cards down here that I can milk. He might actually win this one. He does win that one. And takes the extra bonus, which obviously I'm not going to let him hold. Problem is, this gets me closer to a set. So if he doesn't have a trade on 3 after this turn, it's unfortunate that I decided not to add additional troops down here. I didn't think it would be necessary. But yeah, anyway, if you've seen any comments down below and people are like, see, money, they weren't teaming on you. You're just salty that the player you irritated in the early game, the white player, still didn't like you, and black was playing smart because he knew you were better than white. That's exactly correct. You are fully correct. And I was just salty, but also I don't have a trade on 4. But also, like, what are we doing here? It's a little bit unfortunate because I can't actually... Do we see the fortify? Yeah, he fortifies. Can't actually block that. Well, you know what? I kind of can. I believe this is like a 20, 30 is fine. Yeah, you're right. I was salty, but also they weren't teaming or collabing or whatever. I don't believe. It was just frustrating that I tried to make extend an olive branch to white to be like, hey man, I can help you here. Oh, we got him to trade on 3. All right, the game is over. No offense to black, the game is over. And black's biggest issue this game, I guarantee this player, we're going to reveal this. This player is probably a master level player, or potentially low GM, more likely master. What we are going to find out about the black player after this, unless he can change my mind about him, he will be a full on GM if he makes a very specific, that's a bad move, a very specific play here, which is intentionally leaving troops off capital. Instead, I think he just fortified all of his troops to this position because he knows that he's cooked. And I won't world dom him if he steps everything off. I will just you know, run the board as I would. But this should do it here. Not have enough troops to do this? I guess not. The trade-ins are still not quite as high as I thought they were. You know what? I can actually pull off of this. I think he's grouped everything up onto one position, but he's officially without cards. You know, you could try the 28 on 38 down here, which is maybe what he does. I haven't ventured into any of his additional bonuses. That was his whole cap up here. So he actually didn't fortify to the capital like I thought he would. But this is stuff, this is honestly stuff that he should have done earlier. He has no cards though, so we reduce his total count. I assume the massive stack will come off. I will trade in case that was not an... Alright, good game, bro. Good game. Well played. Big ol' thumbs up to you. He tried... I actually think if Black hadn't tried to set that card block on me so early in the game, I would have been more trustworthy of him, and I wouldn't have gone. I would have gone for white earlier without having white re-aggress me. Ranks the opponents: red, novice; blue, intermediate max; pink, beginner; white, probably a beginner; and then black, I think the black player was master. He might be GM, but I think he was master. Yeah, there it is. White was intermediate. All right, blue was expert. So bump both of those guys up once. Bump red up to beginner. Pink was beginner. Pretty close, though. Not too far off on any of these guesses. GG's to APB fan. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Managed to pull it out. That was like high. It's other than missing the fortifying troops on the split, a pretty solid card block execution. It just took a while because he had so many troops. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back with Tier List Tuesday tomorrow. As always, everybody, I have been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.